And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
This game is trash. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to lead up to that point? Okay, sorry. Let me start over again then. Hi, I'm Tom Vasel. This is Dice Tower. Today we're talking about this piece of Escape the Night, the board game. Now, this is based on a YouTube channel, or not a YouTube, well, it's a YouTube show. It's a show on the internet, and in it, it's not a show for me, but it's kind of these young people go in and they're dressed up like characters, and it's kind of murder mystery and puzzles and live action role playing. It's kind of a bunch of that stuff mixed together. Very popular. Very, very popular, hence the popularity of this board game, which was made on this. So realize going in that I'm not a huge fan of this. I'm not anti it. It's just not something. I did go watch a little bit of it, so I kind of know a little bit of what's going on. But I'm here to talk about if the board game is good or not, which I may have already told you. But now let me tell you why. This is a cooperative game. You may not get that from how ridiculous this is, but whatever. At the beginning of the game, you're going to take all these characters and split them between everyone. So, ooh, I'm the gambler, I'm the heiress, I'm the hustler. Each person has a special ability. This guy adds one to all monster challenge rolls. Whoa, a gun helps you be a little bit better fighting monsters. Anyhow, yeah, they may not go out evenly. If so, then some people get relics, and you'll draw these relic cards because who cares? On each character is going to go. You'll take a character, and then you basically exhaust them to show that they're used. First, you roll dice for moving, because it's the year 2021, and that's a good mechanism to be using. So, I moved 10. I can move around through doors. There's even secret passages, like Clue. And usually you're going to want to land on a tile. You'll turn that tile over. That tile is either going to be a monster, or it's going to be a clue. If it's a clue, you draw the top clue card. Ooh, look at this clue. You're about to do a puzzle. What do you need to do to the puzzle? You need to roll an 8 or higher. I rolled a 9. Yes, I get to keep the clue. But what happens if you fail? I put the card under the deck, and then next time, I need another 8. Oh, it's a fountain that leads to a key as opposed to the gargoyle's eyes. But wait, you say, what do monsters do? Ooh, folks, you won't believe this. When you do a monster, it's the same thing. Except that if you lose to the monster, let's say you go against Marvin the Gardener, who escaped from Monopoly, you will have to fight against him. You will, if you lose, then you stay there. And you can't do anything. Next turn, all you do is roll the dice again. If you defeat them, you might get some benefit from these people, and so on and so forth. When you cleared all the tiles from a room, you can take the relic that's in that room. Ooh, and relics can be used to help you in the future. Like this relic says, re-roll 1 of 2 dice. My word, that's amazing. Defeat a monster without rolling a dice. What? A deadly weapon. Okay, so after everyone has gone, then we're going to move the time zone because we want to get this game over as fast as possible. But then we vote. And there's this big box, which, by the way, doesn't fit into your box once you build it. Because, what? Anyhow, so you build this voting box, and then you're all going to vote on 2 characters to take the death challenge. You can discuss this beforehand as if it matters. You will then take the 2 characters that get the most votes. They will then take a death challenge. So, look at these, a duel to death. Both players roll the dice. The higher roll lives. That's right, you kill one of your characters. You get to vote on which character to kill. And you know what matters about this? Nothing. But it does take up more time. Then when you're done, you keep going. You're trying to get to this. When you get these artifacts, by the way, you roll this dice for the mysterious man, and everyone has to discard a relic or blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Now, eventually he turns into Arthur, and he's trying to kill you all, and you all have to get here to the circle, the summoning circle, and have gotten all the relics off the board. And I'm sorry, I keep confusing. Those are artifacts. I keep confusing artifacts and relics, but I also don't care. I mean, on one hand, I like a lot of the components. These things are kind of cool looking. The art's not bad. It looks like the characters from the YouTube show. These cards are neat. The artwork's not horrible, and there's a lot of boring flavor text on them. Like I said, this is abominable that this doesn't fit in the box. It's so stupid. I mean, it will all fit in the garbage can. This is fine. Has a really cool timer. Oh, I forgot to tell you. At the end, you all roll as fast as you can. It's like a 3-minute timer for the game. But I don't hate all the components. Some of them are fine. But let me talk to you now about what I do hate. Now, some people are likely going to say, Tom, this game isn't for you. This game is for fans of the show. You know, you have no business reviewing this if you don't really like the show or have watched more than a full episode. No. I'll tell you what the thing is. You don't get mad at me because I say this game is bad. Save your anger for the person who tried to take advantage of you liking the show. If you're a fan of the show and you're watching this, then you should be enraged that a show that is fun for you, a show that about figuring out puzzles and doing things, gives you literally a piece of trash as a board game. This game is garbage. You just roll dice to move. You roll dice. You are making no real agency decisions here. You are simply rolling dice and saying, okay, I'll move here and turn over a square. What square should I turn over? It doesn't even matter. Just turn one over, then roll the dice and see if you beat it. Who cares? Roll the dice to see if you do this. And you could keep rolling low. They're like, but you can use artifacts and relics to increase your roll by 1 Wii. It's so horrific. This game feels like it was designed in the 50s. It feels like it was designed almost deliberately bad, especially when the show itself is about solving puzzles. There's no puzzle here to solve. And then you vote. Sure, I get in this game, it's like a social deduction. They're trying to shoehorn social deduction into a cooperative game. We vote on who dies. I don't care. Can we kill them all? Is the designer pawn what? Okay, I'm going too far. Look, it's just badly designed. The rule book is bad. The game looks cool, but you're moving around by rolling and moving. Outdated, makes no sense. You roll to beat challenges with no mitigation of the dice. You vote for people to die. I'm still mind boggled that that's even part of the game, which makes no sense. At the end, you roll dice fast. It's just not fun. It's the antithesis of fun. It looked good on Kickstarter, that's for sure. It sounded good. And you say, again, Tom, why are you getting so upset? I'll tell you why I'm upset. Because there's a lot of people out there who like the show. I want those people to play good board games. Play pretty much anything else. There's a lot of great games. If you can tune in and watch this, check out the Dice Tower channel. We talk about good games all the time. Pretty much every other game I'm reviewing this week is good. Almost every game I reviewed last week is good. There's a lot of good games. There are bad games, but then there are heinous games, and this is one of those. Don't let this put you off from board gaming. There are better board games than this. They're fantastic ones, and we're here to tell you about them. But not in this video, because this video is basically saying, don't get this one, so don't. I'm Tom Vasel. We'll see you next time. Dice Tower Judgment? Well, you guys actually already know this.